Welcome to Real Estate with Tracy. My name is Tracy Gerard, your trusted and dedicated realtor. Now on the show, we discuss all things real estate, and today we are going to be talking to Shamarko Thomas. Now, Shamarko is a former NFL player turned motivational speaker, trainer, and founder of Destined IV Greatness. We'll talk about his journey from the field to faith-based coaching and how he's helping people unlock their potentials and what it means to truly step into their greatness, both physically, mentally, and spiritually. We're going to talk to Shamarko when we come right back, so stay tuned. Let's talk about it. Hello, and welcome to Real Estate with Tracy. I'm Tracy Gerard, your trusted and dedicated realtor, here to help you navigate things. All right, welcome to the show, Sir Shamarko Thomas.
How y'all doing?
All right, Shamarko. So let's start here because we got a lot to talk about. So tell us who you are. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Shamarko Thomas, former NFL player, but originally from Champaign, Illinois. People don't know that, but
Champaign, Illinois.
Champaign, Illinois.
Really?
Oh yeah, and traveled. Went from Cali to Pensacola, Florida, and then ended up in Virginia Beach. So that's a little bit about me. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's so much more.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so much more. All right. So from NFL to empowering coach. Well, let's start here. First of all, your company is called Destined IV Greatness. The four is Roman numeral four. I love that. So tell us about the name and how you came up with the name.
Truly, and people might not believe it, but it was just God's time, God's
Nice.
plan. It happened actually in high school. Me and my old friend was sitting in his little Toyota, and we just, we just...
You had a Yoda too?
Oh no, he did.
I had a Yoda.
And we was just sitting there, and that was the first time we were just thinking about the future,
Okay.
Thinking about what is next. I always wanted to be an entrepreneur and stuff like that. And Destined for Greatness just came to me, and it's crazy how it just stuck with me.
I like it. So share with us your journey from the NFL to founding Destined for Greatness and what inspired the transition.
From the NFL to the founder of Destined for Greatness, what inspired it was my journey. Going through things I went through coming out of the league. I went through a lot of depression. A lot of trying to figure out who I was. The big thing people see as Shamarko, the NFL player. They didn't see Shamarko that had to deal with so much trauma inside and hide that to be able to protect family, friends, and stuff like that. And kind of at the end of my career, I was going through a lot of emotions inside, and I went to go seek help in Oxnard, California, because I was going through the darkest time of my life. Literally, almost attempted suicide,
Wow.
But that's when I knew I had to ask for help, and thankfully I had a mentor named Troy Palomalo that helped me, and guided me, and, took me step by step, and I went to Cali, Oxnard, California, and a lady named Ashley, I talk to her still to this day, and there's more people there too that helped me, but she was like a big stepping stone helping me change and grow, so that's what led to me taking on Destined Greatness in a different way. Yeah,
that's awesome. And one of the things that I know too, because I went through a tough time in my life too, but it's hard to be going through something and still you got to keep a smile on your face and fake it and everything. That's one of the hardest things to do. I just want to cry right now. They're you know what I mean? But you got to smile, and everybody thinks that you're great. I want to be just like him. It's you don't. So that's awesome. So how did the experience and the experiences that you had in professional football shape your approach?
It's crazy you say that because I was trying to find myself out of my career, and I got a message from my mentor, and he was like, take on life just because I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do in life. Just take on life like you took on football.
Nice.
The biggest thing was routine.
What?
Routine. Creating a routine for myself. And in the NFL, you learn the difference between an NFL player and a pro. NFL player, you just want to be there. You're happy to be there. Being a pro is trying to be the best version of yourself. Being the best, mastering your craft. I was around great guys that still Troy's, James Harrison's, Heaths, and all them guys. And every day when I went to the facility, they was in the same spots every day.
Yeah.
It was routine. So that what kind of led me to getting better in my life. Because football was me since I was 4 or 5 years old.
Right.
And stepping away from the game, it was a dark time. And my motto in the game is, my motto, Destined for Greatness, called self-return lessons, less to the blessings. And so.
Hey, I love that. Love that. Yes.
So that's what kind of
Yeah.
started my journey. You know, I had to go through a lot of suffering. You know, trying to figure myself out. Going, like I said, suicidal thoughts, suicidal attempts, and but it taught me many lessons. It taught me actually to go seek help. You know, stop holding everything in, and
I love that.
learn to ask for it. You know, I was always the provider. Always
Right.
this, you know,
Yes.
so that's, you always try to hold stuff in and try to be strong for everybody else. And
Yes.
the first time I really needed to ask for help, and it changed my life.
I love that. I just love that. So you're on the field. You're playing for.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
I don't know about that. But...
Oh, hold on. Hey.
So you're playing on the field. I mean, you're doing your thing, and then you. I know when we talked, you said that it wasn't. It was what you did. It wasn't what you wanted to do.
No, it's what I thought I loved. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
I realized in my life, my Troy used to tell me this all the time: football is what you play. That's not who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand that. You know, I've been playing football my whole life. You know, so young athletes and adults, whoever plays sports, you realize you create this image of that. That's all you know. That's who you are. You know, and it's not. It's something you play, something you fell in love with, and it's a challenge. But you still gotta grow. You think about it, I retired at 31 years old. I got a whole bunch of life to go, and so me was the biggest thing is finding what I love. I was going to camp crying, you know, and I'm like, why am I crying? Like, this is something I love. And I realized it wasn't.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
That's what made me step out of the game and, you know, try to find what's next.
I love it. Love it. So can you discuss the types of like coaching and training services that you provide currently?
So mine is different, you know, and it's happened with my journey. Like I said, I was in Oxnard, California, and really what changed Destined IV Greatness, it was just about fitness, you know, trying to get kids in shape, adults, whatever.
So you started off with just kids?
No, kids, adults, everything. You know, I was just training. You know, I'm good at training. I've been with all type of trainers from Florida trainers to everywhere, so I know it's every different type of style of training. And when I went to Oxnard and really seek help from me, I realized that wasn't what Destined Greatness is supposed to be about. You know, it's about helping kids learn from my mistakes and also learn these tools to be able to help them go through their journey, like mental health, you know what I'm saying, mentally, physically, and spiritually balanced. Like me, I work out my whole life, so I thought that was gonna get me everywhere. But you know, God, you know, is telling me like, no, you gotta fix your mental. You know, you gotta fix your spiritual. You know what I'm saying? You got the physical already, but we need other things to balance out. You know,
so true.
That's what made me tap into D4G and bringing all them things together to help out young kids. You know, to have it before I had it.
Yeah. I think that's so important for kids too, because kids just it's just harder these days. Like you know, when we were little, we were just like, go outside and play, and like you got mad when somebody didn't pick you on play on their kickball team or whatever. Like that's all the problems you had.
That's real.
But now it just seems like kids have so much to like. So much to deal with, and so to have an outlet that they can go to and something that they can look forward to, and not just sit in a room and play video games all day. Like I can't stand that. I'm just like, oh my God, get outside and let it go. You know, when you were little, like you weren't allowed to go. Like we weren't allowed to. Were you allowed to go in your house?
Oh no,
we weren't allowed in the house. You better stay outside. You want some water? You better drink off this water hose. Like you didn't.
These kids don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about the water hose.
Because you knew if you came in the house, you had to stay.
Oh yeah.
And all your kids, so you didn't come in the house, but kids are just in the house.
Water is good now. That
water hose water would change your life. You won't get sick at all. Notice we weren't sick though.
Oh no, not at all. Cold, it was good.
It was good.
Yeah, let it fall out.
You gotta let it run.
No, I miss those days.
Oh my God, that's awesome. So, you did face some challenges in your life, okay? And talk to us about that.
Challenges in my life. In college, it was my junior year. Sophomore going into my junior year, I lost my stepdad in a motorcycle accident. And then 9 months later, I lost my mom, my best friend. And it kind of, it shocked me, but I feel like my mom prepared me, you know? And the biggest thing I always tell my young athletes, you know, don't take things or your loved ones for granted, you know? Because I remember 2 days before my mom was calling me, you know, and she's kind of like, it was like God was giving her last message to me, you know. She was telling me I'm the chosen one, and I'm gonna lead this family and all this stuff. And 2 days later, she died. But I was trying to go outside and go have fun in college and all this stuff. And so now, that's why I really appreciate every moment with my loved ones. I don't take it for granted. But that journey kind of led me to where I am today, you know, because I appreciate every little thing in my life. I'm truly grateful for everything. And it makes me, it drives me each and every day just to wake up, you know.
Standing gratefulness every day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I post a lot about like being grateful for waking up this. I made a post yesterday. I was on my way to the gym at 5:15 in the morning, and I'm like, you know, it's already a good day.
Oh, yeah.
And I posted it just because I woke up. Like, it's a good day. When you wake up, it is a good day. So you just get a chance to start all over. So that's awesome. And then what strategies do you teach to help individuals build resilience and maintain a positive mindset? Because again, we go back to like, there's so much going on in this world that is distracting for us. Yeah. So what do you teach your kids to like help to stay focused?
We do a lot of affirmations, you know. I got this little affirmation, this little dice, you know, it's foam and it's got certain questions, you know, 3 things that you're grateful for, you know. What is one thing that's unique about you, you know? I feel like kids just think, because I get a lot of young athletes and they go straight to sports. That's not the only unique thing. And also meditation. When I was in California, Oxnard, California, meditation changed my life. I realized I've been searching for peace my whole life, and it was free. You know, you think you can buy it.
I've never done that.
Meditation is.
Have you ever meditated, Mike? You have?
It's calming, you know.
Really?
And me dealing with so much inside, and I ain't gonna lie, you play a violent sport and it brings out anger and all these things. So I had to learn how to be calm, you know, be present and release certain things. So writing it out, I'm journaling. I got my own journaling. I got my own journal I created in Oxnard, you know. So teach kids how to journal, affirmations, you know, and meditation. That's the biggest thing. Fitness is just to come with it. Like that's really not the key to me. It's truly those type of things so these kids can create balance in their life. Because like you said earlier, they do have a lot of pressure on them.
Yes, you know? It's just so much. It's so much. So I'm a huge woman of faith. I am. And I know that faith seems to play a significant role in your life as well. How does spirituality influence your coaching and daily practices?
In daily practices, I know God has put me in these situations. Like all the kids that bring up, I'm a big thing of letting go of control. You know, that's the biggest thing in my faith. You know, people always say that God has written our story, but we try to control it. You know? But that's when we make mistakes. When we make mistakes, he said, "Okay, I'm gonna let you do it. All right, and see what happens." You know, and I feel like every kid I've got is God is bringing to me. You know, I really don't search for the kid, and I can see. You know, I really pray about the situation. Like when I first get a kid, I analyze it and I watch them attention to the details. You guys, everybody, and certain kids got anger issues. Some is, I don't want to say mama boys, and you know what I'm saying, certain things. I don't want to say, you know what I'm saying? But it's like God has given me these gifts to be able to see these things, and it helps these kids, you know, become the best version of themselves. You know, that's a big thing. Like, you ask my godmom, I see kids. It's because me. I don't want to say I didn't have a childhood because I had a childhood, but I had to grow up real fast. You know, and the biggest thing for me is giving these kids a childhood and seeing the things because kids will show you by their actions and what they say. You know. And they would tell you what they need. And so that's really how I get it to them. And I always tell them, like, without God, you know, you can't be nothing. You know, you can be the best. You can work hard and do whatever you want.
I love it.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
You know? And I tell them my stories, you know, when I asked to be in the NFL. I remember the day, you know.
Wow. So when you say kids, what age group are we talking about?
6 and up, you know.
Really?
From 6 and up to college, because I got a power purpose program, you know, that I really get in detail with the kids, journaling, you know, doing affirmations, meditating and stuff. And the older kids, you know, like I got a guy that's paid running back at Virginia Union right now, you know. I call him Mushu, but his real name is Curtis Allen, you know, and this is his big year. And we started meditating. He was nervous at first about it, but now he loves it, you know, it's bringing him peace. So I love to see that, you know, and I'm trying to teach him balance in his life. Gotcha.
I love that. This was amazing. I love what you're doing. I really do. How can our listeners connect with you?
You connect me on Instagram at Shamarko or my Destined IV Greatness. It's official DIVG LLC Fitness on Instagram, and also my website DIVGLLC.com.
I love it. I love it. Thank you again for joining me. All right, you guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed the show because it just touched me. So thank you so much. And we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.